right, here is Bill Plunkett from the Orange County Register. Dodgers' Chris Taylor said he made a bad read on his base running in the ninth. Ball got to Joc Pederson faster than he expected. Thought the ball was hit more softly. Should have held it second and let Mookie Betts try to drive him in. So that is the explanation from Taylor. To bring you inside Studio 42 with Yonder and Dan. I am Fran. Take it away. So what did you see there?
Clearly a bad read, right? So I'm going to be Taylor, and
Okay.
I'm going to go to first base, and I'm going to kind of run you possibly to what he was thinking about. And when you're at first base, you're thinking about two things. You're talking to your first base coach, probably saying what's up to your first baseman right here, Freddie Freeman. He's probably not talking to you. He went over 4 with 4 Ks, so he's probably upset. But then, other than that, you're looking at the outfielders, and you're saying, and you're kind of making up in your head possibilities that can happen. So you're saying, okay, ball down the line, I got to make sure I score. So I got to hit my cuts. I got to make sure I'm touching that bag the right way. Balls hitting the gaps, I definitely have to score. Balls hit up the middle to the center fielder, I have to make an awareness to say, if it's hit really hard, I may have to slow down. There's 2 outs. But if it's hit kind of slowly, I got to make sure I can't be the third out at third. Now, the hardest ball is to right. The reason for that is because you have the shift. You have Albies there. You have Joc there right behind him, 15, 20 feet away. So you really have to decide on a bloop if you can make it. So as I'm seeing here, I'm kind of thinking that he clearly made a bad read, but there's so many things that go into it. First of all is obviously the lead. Second of all is the shuffles that you take. And once you're going, you have to have your eyes up and your head up, and you have to decide right around here, halfway, you look and you decide the plays in front of me, I have to decide if I'm going to go or not go. You only get one look at it. And I think that was the mistake that Taylor made. He looked too many times and he was thinking it through so many times that he kind of made that bad read because he looked, he went, and he said to himself, I'm going. As he looked here right when he was about to touch the base, he kind of touched it and said, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And he tried to stop. Now, the biggest key here is the actual throw. Because the throw, see, Taylor was thinking that the throw was going to go to third and he was going to be out by a mile. It ended up not doing that, not being that. And the throw was actually to Swanson, which was an incredible pick.
Yeah, the reality of it is, and Fran, you talked about this, is that Joc had given up on the throw to third base. He was going to second base.
To keep Bellinger at first.
Thinking because I have no chance to get the runner at third.
Right.
But Taylor's not seeing that at all because he's already made his mind up to be able to make that play.
Yeah, it's just a confluence of things that happened there. And again, as you mentioned, it's happening so fast.
Watch Dansby's pick here, too. I mean, he made absolutely an incredible play because if he doesn't pick that cleanly, there is absolutely no way that Taylor doesn't get up and actually walk the third base. So there were so many things happening there. And Taylor is an elite base runner.
Yes.
So that shows you how quickly the game moves.
Yeah.
Especially at this level, because he's thinking aggressively, I'm going to get to third base because the ball was hit softly. Give Joc credit too. He closed really quickly, which then I have no idea why he closed so quickly, but wasn't going to throw to third.
For me, I feel like there's 2 rules to base running is you never make a decision when your head is like this, trying to make a decision, and you're running forward.
Okay.
Because that means you clearly can go.
Okay.
You don't want to make the third out.
You don't want to make the third out at third. That's second rule.
Right.
But for me is if you're looking, if you haven't made a decision and you're still trying to see the play to make a decision, you got to stop.
Right.
You had to have made that decision over here already.
And the other thing you've got to have an awareness of where you are in the lineup because Mookie Betts was coming up next.
Yes.
Which is what Chris Taylor himself said. And what also complicates his play is, Chris Taylor knows Joc Pederson very well because they were teammates for a number of years.